The effects of Fusarium toxins on livestock and poultry, Trichothecenes. So the highly toxic trichothecenes are T2 toxins, the HT2 toxin, diacetotoxycyprinol, nivalenone, as well as fusarenone X. The less toxic ones are deoxynivalenone. So the general effects of trichothecenes are reduced feed consumption, such as appetite suppression, and protein synthesis inhibition, so decreased productivity, as well as reproductive issues such as ovarian dysfunction and reduced egg production and hatchability. There are also dermatotoxic effects, so we can see necrotizing dermatitis at high concentrations, as well as immune suppression. So we can see reduced humoral immune response from B and T cell antigens, as well as lymphoid depletion in the immune organs, and immune complex formation leading to glomerulonephritis, as well as decreased immunoglobulin production and macrophage activity. For the effects of trichothecenes on different species, for pigs, they're highly sensitive. For deoxynivalenone, it causes a loss of appetite, feed refusal, vomiting, and immunosuppression. This is why it's also called vomit toxin. It does not accumulate in tissues, so there's a lower food safety risk. In pigs, it can also cause hemolysis and neurotransmitter inhibitions at high concentrations. T2 toxin can cause feed refusal, reduced weight gain, and mucosal erosions, especially in the oral cavity. It can also cause necrotizing dermatitis and ulcers in the oral cavity, esophagus, and stomach, as well as intestinal bleeding, diarrhea, and vomiting. Pigs with the T2 toxin can also have increased susceptibility to infections, reduced serum protein, and spleen size and high mortality. And for how trichothecenes affect poultry, in laying hens, there's no feed refusal, but they have decreased egg production and weight. They also have altered egg composition, such as calcium and protein, and thinner shells and reduced hatchability. These laying hens will have dry, fragile plumage, as well as pale combs and wattles. In broilers, there is feed refusal in the early stages. They will also have watery feces and decreased weight gain, and delayed feathering. They can also develop dermatonecrosis on the mouth, tongue, and palate. They can get nervous symptoms and locomotor disturbances. For ducks, they're particularly sensitive, especially Barbary ducks. They can develop pronounced dermatotoxic effects. And in ruminants, there's a transformation in the rumen, so around 35 of trichothecenes are converted to non-toxic metabolites. However, the effects can be feed refusal and immune dysfunction, and intestinal inflammation at a high level of intake. In regards to milk and meat safety, there's minimal secretion in the milk. It's rapidly metabolized. There's also negligible tissue residues. For prevention strategies, have feed testing, have regular analysis for contamination. You can also get toxin binders, which reduce absorption of trichothecenes, as well as proper storage. Avoid conditions that promote fungal growth, such as having a appropriate temperature and moisture for funguses.